Hello guys, welcome to today's lesson. This is part 3 of scales and intervals. In part 1 we introduced ourselves to the concept of intervals. We talked about half steps, whole steps, and in part 2 we covered the minor scales, the natural minor scale, the melodic minor and the harmonic minor. Now today we'll go to a new type of scale. It's popular, it's called the pentatonic scale, and from the word pentatonic scale is derived from the word pent. When you have pentagon, it means five-sided polygon. So when you talk about pentatonic, it implies a 5-tone, a 5-note scale. So your major scale is a 7-note scale. You have 7 degrees, but in the pentatonic scale, you have just 5 notes. You understand? And in the next class, we'll see how you can use these scales to form chords. So you get your chords from scales. I don't know if that makes sense. Alright, let's go to our pentatonic scale. So I'm going to be playing, let's see how we have major pentatonics, we have minor pentatonics. Let me start with the major pentatonics. So your major pentatonics, let me play the key of C. So I have 7 degrees naturally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The reason why I call this the parent scale, C major scale, from this scale you can just tweak using the degrees. So if you have your 7th, you can say minor 7 or flat 7, flat 6. You can just alter and you get a new set of intervals, and in other words you get a new type of scale. So let's see how to derive our pentatonic scale from the major scale. So this is C major scale. It's a 7-note scale. Now we have to reduce this to a 5-note scale. Now if you're seeing it from the major pentatonic scale, just you start with your 1, you play your 2, you play your 3, you skip your 4, this is 4, you skip your 4, you play your 5, you play your 6, you skip your 7, then you come back to 1. So you have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, back to 1. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you understand that? So your major pentatonic scale again. So you're starting with the major 1, you have 2, you have 3, major 3rd, you have your 5th, then you have your 6th, then you have your back to your root. So in other words, I'm skipping the 4th degree and the 7th degree from the major scale to have your major pentatonic scale. Now let's do our minor pentatonic scale. What you realize later on is your major pentatonic scale and your minor pentatonic scale, they're actually related if you know the concepts of relative minors and relative majors. For instance, C is the relative major of A minor, then A is the relative minor of C major, C is the relative minor of E flat, then E flat is the relative major of C. I know this may sound strange at the moment, but let's see how we can play our minor pentatonic scale. Now I'm going to play A minor pentatonic scale. You realize that the same notes that you find a C, D, E, then C, D, E, then G, A, back to C. The notes in your C major pentatonic are the same notes you find in your A minor pentatonic scale. You understand? The only difference is your root here is C. Now your A minor pentatonic scale, you know your A minor scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, then flat 7, back to 1. So now for your minor pentatonic scale, you play your 1, you play your flat 3. So you're playing your 4th degree, you're not playing, you're skipping your 2 this time around. So you're playing 1, you're playing flat 3, you're playing your 4, you're playing your 5, you're playing your flat 7, then you're playing your what? Back to your 1. So now I'm skipping your 2 and I'm skipping your what? I'm skipping the flat 6, the 6th degree and the 2nd degree. So I have 1, flat 3, I have 4, I have 5, I have flat 7, then back to 1. So I have the same exact notes A minor pentatonic scale. A, I have C, I have D, I have E, and I have G, then back to A. So A, so I have A, C, D, E, G, and A. So I'll see you in the next class.